Yes, karibuni sana Embu Catering College. Na hapa kitchen leo tunawapikia vitu moto moto, so stay tuned. Tukupikie chakula yani mashakura Embu Catering College Saidi za Gong. Na leo tuko na chef mwenyewe, wacha tuambie majina yake kamili, atuambie leo anatupikia nini. Kwa hivyo karibu sana. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's your good name?
A pleasure. My name is Chef Arne, I go by. I'm known as otherwise Arne. It's a Scandinavian name, Kenyan Swedish background. Been living and working in Stockholm and Scandinavia for some odd years, and on the point of relocating, making different networking and contacts. So I've ended up with Dorothy, the proprietor of Embu Catering, and she had the idea that we do some live cooking, and I'm going to be doing one of my specialty from of Caribbean dishes.
Wow.
So this is the way we're going to bring the goat close to the sea with some coconut milk and a lot of nice root vegetables. So we've got some potatoes. I'll go through all the ingredients here shortly with a dirty rice, we call it. That's with beans and thyme, thyme infused. And then we're going to have a coleslaw with it, because the curry goat, as in Caribbean food, is normally very hot and spicy.
Very hot and spicy.
Yeah.
Why so spicy?
I guess that's why it got Mr. Bolt, Usain Bolt, moving so muchly. So a lot of the fire keep moving inside them. So we've got some ingredients I've put on this side, which will go with the goat, which we have already prepared.
So this is the goat you're preparing.
This is the goat. It's been cut and boiled already, so it's nice and soft. Then it's going to go together with some, always the base is ginger, garlic, and chili is always the base.
Okay.
So we're going to prepare that shortly. And to thicken up the sauce, we've got some potatoes, which will release some starch into the sauce also, and tomato paste to give it the switch of the color of the red and the curry color, yellow.
Yeah.
And then we've got the coconut milk. And then for the curry, for the rice, we'll be putting in, we've got some basmati here. The beans are already pre-boiled, so we're going to make a base with onions, the beans, and some thyme. I'm going to fry those up, pop in the rice, and get that going too, and a bit of soya sauce, both for the salt and for the color, because the rice is called dirty rice.
Dirty rice.
Dirty rice. It's not white rice, so we want it and a very cool flavor. So we are going to mix
so many things so that it can become dirty rice now.
Exactly. Just a bit of soya sauce here.
Soy sauce is just some.
Yeah, just a bit of soya sauce, both for the salt and for the color. And then we're gonna for that, since we're eating pretty hot, pretty spicy goat, we're gonna have a coleslaw, I call it. You maybe have heard of a coleslaw. That's traditional way with a bit less fruit. But we're making a coleslaw to cool it down with the sweetness of the pineapple and oranges and a bit of orange juice, and then the traditional ingredients for coleslaw, from celery sticks to cabbage and carrot. Okay. And those are the three dishes we'll be putting together.
Three dishes at once.
They're all to be composed on a plate and eaten at once.
All right. Yes, okay. Hope mnaelewa, mna understand. Kama umechanganyikiwa kidogo, tuna step by step. I know so many people are confused because you have explained so many things at once. So we are going just to take a step by step so that you
now
can
we are
understand.
going step by step.
Yes. So where are we going to start?
Now we're going to start first and foremost with the goat. It takes the longest, or not longest. They all take the same time, but it's good to have this prepared. And the rice and the salad can be good to have ready just when we're putting it out. So in between, we're going to complete making the mayonnaise. Hopefully the oil here is loosened up a bit more so that it can set. And while we cut up and prepare the rest of the ingredients for the salad. And then aiming towards the last 45 minutes, we'll do the rice.
Okay.
So what I'm seeing, the time span is from now until close to 11 o'clock. It's just a bit past 9 o'clock, what I know, like 9:15. And then we just put all the ingredients together. Okay. And then we'll compose one complete dish, get a life of its own and start moving elsewhere. Because when we're cutting, it's good the knife does exactly what you want it to do and not cut off your fingers.
And this is white onion.
Yeah, white onion. We didn't get as many, but we're gonna do an infuse and bring the dish a bit more Kenyan style. And in Kenya, almost all food we cannot make it without red onion.
So we are going to use white onion and
we're
red
gonna have
onion.
half for the curry goat. And then the white parts also we're gonna use in here, and a bit of the green. And then we're gonna have for the rice also. But for the rice, it's only going to be the onions. So now let us just from in the same side. We can peel them. We're going to put them inside there too. Yeah, so that part of the food history made me see that I think in Africa, you know, we had this communalism, we call it maybe, where you cannot all sick, isn't it?
No, when we're sick alone.
Where did that come from? From the sky, or it came through our very...
From technology.
Yeah, true. What I'm saying a lot is a bit of a blind race towards modernism without actually thinking of the consequences, because a lot of us want to be like Western and not know where we are from too. But now I'm glad to see we're learning also. A lot of us are finding out like, yeah, but this uji actually was very good, which our parents used to eat. Even the brown ugali is coming back.
Yeah.
And people are eating
the
breakfast.
traditional food.
Yes. People are eating more nduma maybe, and guashe for breakfast even with the tea. So those things are slowly but surely coming back. And we can pop these inside also. There the potatoes are going in too.
Oh, I can see it. I cannot smell it.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
And we're going to put a bit of thyme. And to wake it up a bit more, this is thyme. This is one of the herbs we have also in Kenya, but we hardly use it in cooking.
Now this one is due for which purpose?
It's also for the flavor of to bring it a bit more to the seaside.
Okay.
So we crush it up a bit to wake up the leaves there again. And these ones we are going to put here too. And I think you'll need a cutting board for this, but this we're going to put last, but we can prepare that. So. And then these are just to fill up the dish also, and as we know, carrots are pretty sweet, so they're going to add to the flavor.
Why cut them in big portion like this one?
We're going to let it boil for a while, so the flavors infuse into each other.
Oh. So every week, once in a while, you have to come here, Embu Catering College, you train the students.
Yeah, that's the hope. But like right now, I've got a request to come to Sweden. There are a couple of jobs for me there, and considering how.
So you're going to leave Kenya to Sweden?
Yeah, and I was thinking I could continue these online. I could put the computer with the camera and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe build up a use after the onions have sweated a bit. The fire is good like that.
So about cooking, is it your career, passion, or is something you are just doing for the sake of doing it?
I actually slid on a banana peel, considering growing up as a middle class here in Kenya. Almost everyone nowadays has.
So you grew up in Kenya?
Yeah, I'm born and grown up in Kenya. And we had a maid always at home, fixing the food. But my dad always prepared me. He said, if you're going to go and study abroad, it's good you learn how to cook your own food, because going out to eat is not as cheap and as to do as here in Kenya. So he always said that it's the good thing about this should be learn how to cook your own food. So it was a bit boring in the beginning, because as we know in Kenya, it's not so popular, especially maybe like 15 years back, for a guy to be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, why are you in the kitchen, you know?
Because you say cooking for ladies.
Yes, so I ended up actually enjoying it. So I used to get the maid, our helper at home, to be coming to prepare, cut, and prepare the things, and I'd cook. That was at about 16 years old. And then
16 years?
Yeah. So then I got actually a knack for it. So I used to invite my friends over, and we'd watch a movie, and I'd cook. And they'd like the food, and I was like, okay, yeah, let me continue a bit more with this. So that's how I went into hospitality management in Sweden later. And you have your mic on? You can rinse these a bit, or you can cut them up. Cool. And so the actual plan was to go to Sweden and study there. But I had an uncle who thought it was so interesting that I liked hospitality. He said, if you like it, why not go to some of the better schools? So I applied for school in Sweden, in Switzerland. So I was there doing hotel management. And I worked in reception, everything in the hotel, but I always worked extra in the kitchen because of my love of food.
So you love food?
Yeah, and I was a few more kilos also actually then. I was maybe like up to 89 kilos. I don't know where they were sitting on me because
Zile happy.
now I'm 73.
What happened?
Now I'm 73 and I still feel I look a bit big. I don't know how that happened.
You
but
love
I was
food, but you are
89.
just that tiny. But
I remember I was changing my shorts, my trousers pretty often because they got burnt in between the thighs. But I don't have that trouble.
because of that friction.
Yes.
And I get you.
So I really got into the food. And while I was in Sweden, I was working at an IT company as a catering manager, but I was just bringing in the food basically and serving it. So in the expansion, they saw how I enjoyed the food, so they built a whole kitchen.
Wow.
So I was working there, I was cooking the food also. It was 200.
Working as a receptionist also as a cook.
No, I was just mainly like a caretaker or a janitor. All the printers, I was the one looking after them, the coffee machines. Then when they had representation lunches or dinners, I'd be the one preparing and I served them. And then at the beginning of end of the 90s, so they were always having these how you call it? They were always having themed Friday evenings.
Wow.
So it was themed from Mexico, from Thailand, from different countries. So I'd cook food on those days from those countries, and we drink beers, especially from those countries.
Wow.
So I'd prepare. With food, because in Kenya we notice we have a lot of different ingredients we can grow here, but we're eating almost always ugali. So to see how we can broaden that has been a bit of my mission.
Wow.
So that's why I'm also extending my arms to work with different organizations and crews like the catering school here, and then a couple of schools I'm cooking at also once a week here in Gong. And then I've got a small space here called Island Soul Food, which is the catering company I had last in Sweden. So we're doing a lot of Caribbean dishes. That's the aim right now. I'm making a bit more local food and showing those can work, and then we're building them softly but surely in the other direction.
Okay.
So there's some carrots. You can take like a few carrots we're going to put inside there too. Who we actually see our so-called rich people and wealthy are the ones very overweight because they're getting wrong sorts of sugar inside them.
The other one were also diabetic.
Exactly.
Ah.
And even, so we just put all of this. So our taste glands have been slowly but surely been diminished and been made to enjoy and endure more processed foods.
And also we are teaching our kids to eat the food which has a lot of chemicals.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, but it's a process we have to go through, especially considering we want to catch up with the West, but we can't catch up with the West and eat like them because we'll have the same diseases, diabetes, sukari, sugar, and cancers we're having, and then this one for old people they can't remember things anymore. Not amnesia.
Dirty rice.
Yes.
Ah.
So when these get a bit more soft, some salt.
So why did you decide to come to Embu Catering College? Is it a nice school from your experience so far?
I actually stumbled in here. I've been passing here a few times. I have a place I'm selling food around the corner at Highlands. So I have a few customers inside here. They're tailors and some saloons. So I'd be passing here pretty often. So one day my colleague said there's something happening down here. Go and check it out. So I came here and they were having a graduation day.
Wow.
So I gate crushed. I came in and I was on the dance floor also a bit. I love dancing.
You know how to dance?
I enjoy dancing. I don't know if I know how to dance,
Your
but
favorite
I enjoy
music?
dancing.
Your favorite music?
Actually, for dancing, Afrobeat. Afrobeat kills it. Yeah, everything to do with Afrobeat. And so I was on the dance floor a bit, and then since then we got some contact with the proprietor, with Dorothy, and with Rael, and then we said, yeah, but why don't you come over and do some dish together, some live cooking with the students? So that's how it started, and I think we've created a good renommee, because sometimes we can't say there's something like coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. There's always a meaning with things if we look a bit deeper.
We say we always meet people for a reason or for
Exactly.
a lesson.
A reason or a?
Lesson.
Lesson, yeah.
Yeah.
And in different seasons,
Yes.
if we want to rhyme some more. So that's what kicked off a lot of our work. We're going to do together. Now it was like, how are we going to? What interests do we both have? And they wanted to have maybe some more dishes on their menus.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a way to also share a bit of the thoughts I've shared in the past few minutes with
So here you're preparing what?
mayonnaise for the coleslaw. So it's basically an emulsion of the egg yellow and oil. And put some salt, give it some vinegar for a kick. And these are a lot of egg yellow sauces are very popular, especially with butter in Europe. You make like your béarnaise. These ones too, also. Just shred them. Nicely.
So,
So this hopefully is warm enough now. And here our oranges, you see, almost the peel is not the orange. In Europe, the orange is the peel. Because it's like double as thick as this. And then it doesn't taste much either. So now we want to just get out the flesh from these to put in the salad. And then maybe like 2 of them we're going to squeeze for the juice. So you just pop the lids off of them. This was one of the dishes we had to do in front of the guests when I was in school. It's called crêpe Suzette. So we'd mix things basically like for a pancake. Then we'd have a small pan where we would make the pancakes in front of the guest. Those are still good to eat. Have a munch, get some extra vitaminos.
So I can continue with this one. Help him then.
So you won't need again. This is for munching after. Where are the other munching pieces? You put them there for the pineapple. Good. And this one we want to mix first. Salt. It's boiling muchly?
Yeah.
Good. So we sink it now. Put the temperature down. No more salt on that one.
So you're going to put the mixture here.
Yeah. But if we have that thing with the cool water in here. Same from the rice too. And the rice have got different flavors with the thyme infused. So it's going to be mixing with the sweetness in here. We've got a lot of heat in there. Maybe we could put some more, but I didn't put any more chili. And actually, there's another chili which we use from, maybe you've seen these Nigerian movies. They talk about pepper.
Yeah. Pepper.
It's like, it looks like, how you call it? You can put it on the small fire. It just goes slow there while we talk some more. It looks like a small pilihoho.
Pili.
Pilihoho, yeah, it looks like small pilihoho. Pilihoho, it's called rather. Yes, we can switch off there. So, and that pepper is used a lot of the times for almost all the hot food in how you call it? In West African food and also in Caribbean food. So what I learned also sometime when I first came to Sweden, I was surprised the portion of the food. You know, it looks so little on the plate, but when you start eating it, and you're not going to just shove your face like you're in a rush to have lunch. Yeah. So you're going to take some of the meat, some of the carbohydrates, some of the veggies, taste with the sauce, and how they feel and taste in the mouth. You know, and that's why some plates can cost up to what 3,000 a plate of food per person.
That's a small portion.
Yeah, because and then it's also which pieces of the beef we're using. We've noticed also here in Kenya, normally the beef is just cut up, you know, and it's the same price for all parts of it. But what I know, like when we're working like with a la carte dishes, like making for 400 people or 500 people, we're going to make filet mignon or tenderloin. Yeah. Is that what you call it here? And that's the part on the back, the softest part here on the back, on the cow. So we'd get them all the way from Brazil, boxes of 8 pieces in each, weighing about 2.5 kilos each. So they'd be frozen, so we have to leave them in the fridge overnight to thaw, or maybe even 2 days so they thaw nicely. Then we're going to grill them. So out of 500 people, there are going to be some people who want to have rare, medium rare, medium, well done, and so on and so forth. So in that way, we also develop new ways to make the tenderloin. Instead of cutting each piece and cooking it by itself, we'd make the whole tenderloin and grill the whole tenderloin as it is. So we have maybe like 20 of them are at rare or medium, and then we'd have some which are already medium. And then when it comes to the dish now, we'd be putting up maybe 70 plates at a time. We'd have a big table. So one person is doing the cutting up of the meat. So, okay, we're going to put out for this table, it needed this many, and so on and so forth, and put out the dishes. So a lot of the food can look little, but the attention seemingly given to the food can also bring a complete other flavor to the mouth and the fullness for the tummy. It's not like this odibet with the big ugali. It's like sometimes you can eat so much, but you don't get full.
It's the ugali.
So that's what we're working with. So today, I decided to bring some dish from the Caribbean. While I was in Europe, a lot of the African African people I met were from the Caribbean, actually. Because a lot, it would be like European men or women would go over to Jamaica or to Barbados. They meet some guy, just like maybe down from Kenya, but there was predominantly a lot of Caribbeans. And a lot of us were working in the kitchen. So when we'd have cookouts or each other's Independence Days, we'd go and cook food from each other's countries. So this one can come off. I'm smelling it. It's nicely. And we'd be cooking from each other's countries. And sometimes their mothers were coming over to visit, those who have lived there. So we'd be cooking their traditional food from there too. And it was such an experience. So we take that into our own cooking experiences at home. And I put it into 2 different concepts. One was called Roots Catering, 3 actually. One was called Slow Down Fast Food, which was a bit of a statement towards fast food eating, you know, because food can be made fast, but it doesn't need to be all the industrial or processed ingredients in it. So there I was working with a lot of roots, like tubers, how you call it, nduma, ngwashe, muhogo, and those. And I was like we'd have a typical dish of baked potato with the filling. So I'd have those roots with different mixes inside. Then I'd make different flatbread, roti, bama from Jamaica. It's a bit of a cracky sort of cassava muhogo made from muhogo bread, and chapati, and then pizza dough. So I'd have different flatbreads, which could either be wrapped and eaten on the way, or you have it like an open pizza without cheese on top of it. So I'd have salmon, and I have a bit mix of Swedish ingredients and Caribbean ingredients I put on. And the one which I had the longest, what I was doing was called rice and peas.
Rice and peas?
Peas.
Peas.
Yeah, amani. Yeah. So just playing a game a bit with the rice and peas. So we called it rice and peas. Because we also wanted to promote peace, you know, and then I'd be having a small radio playing some reggae music, you know, let's keep things cool. You know? And it's right on the corner where like 20,000 people passing all the time. So this was actually one of the dishes I decided to make.
Yeah.
I actually made it with the rice cooker.
Before we serve?
Yes. Then turn it around a bit. Yeah. And then we're going to put some on the dishes when we put them in the plate.
My name is Stanley Wainina from Embu Catering College, and as you can see today we have successfully prepared the meals which we planned to. Here we have our dirty rice, which is rice and some beans, but we've used minzi yenye tumezoea. Then we have some goat prepared, and some coleslaw. Now here we have the starch. Here we have the starch. Now here are the proteins. Nyama ndio kwa proteins. Then pale tuko na vitamins. This is the hazitaji much effort. It's just some cabbage, carrot na mayai kadhaa. You mix them. As you can see, my other friend there is trying to present them. Sio venye tumezoea nyumbani kujaza, then tunaisukuma side moja. For this meal venye
another plate. You can just make one more. So you can put that on. Oh, sorry.
We just use one bowl. That is enough. One bowl for each. But the chef will explain why we do this. For the rice, we use this bowl. Nasikia mwenzangu akiniambia nifinye, but it's not tuseme sio nzuri.
Nicely.
So one thing I saw with Eve is that kila mtu lazima watu wakule. Then watu wengi in this country haikuangi inakuanga underrated. Then first for someone like me and a boy, ukiangalia hadi tuko very few. So they never, even my parents walikuwa such amazed that of all the courses kona catering, but I guess I knew what I wanted, because hata hii nikiwapikia hii nyumbani hiyo kuzeeka wamezeeka wazee kula food kai. So Embu Catering College iko karibu na nyumbani. Then the fee ni pocket friendly. It's not that hostile, or ill expensive. Then the teachers are friendly. And we have, the practicals are much.
This one?
The practicals are twice a week, and that is for both type of production ambayo ni wewe mwenyewe unajifanyia. Not the teachers are not hawafunzi kila kitu, hawatuonyeshi kila kitu. You will have the time to learn yourself and get more experience, just like my friend was doing. He did not leave everything to the chef. And through something like this, sijakuwa hapo for long. Nilikuwa for just this is my second semester, and I myself I know. Sijui utaniuliza aje, but I myself najua niko na there's a very big change. Na hadi mkiweza nipatia challenge naweza wapikia. Mjue there's a different change between size na before ni join shule. And I think there'll be much impact after nimemaliza all my semesters. That is my
nikitoka huko. Fix some nice plates.
Thank you.
This is a portion of rice. In Sweden, it's like half of this. It would be too much rice like this, carbohydrates. But here in Kenya, we're very used to eating carbohydrates. If you don't have carbohydrates, even sometimes it's not even food. You see in Kijaluo, it's like, hey, where's the food? You're sitting there, there's lots of stuff there. There's rice, there's fish, there's potatoes. If there's no ugali, there's no food.
Yeah.
So those sort of...
Food here.
Luyas? Yeah, Western style. So then there's more food. I was hoping this portion, it could actually be a bit smaller, but this in Kenya, this is a normal size. If you put less than this, someone will ask, hey, but why aren't you feeding me, you know? So there we've got, and then we've got a very fruity. I call this opportunity Embu Catering College, and for the opportunity to come here and share some of my background within the food industry.
Yeah.
And possibly looking forward to some more collaborations on having some themed meals being made from once a week to maybe once a month.
Yeah.
And if I'm abroad, I can always do it online because a lot of courses are being done online.
So where can we find you online?
You can find me at Chef Arne, A-R-N-E, and then at Island, SF Delivery. I can write it down and you can put the links on it if you want.
Yeah.
And then a YouTube channel, which with a bit of a scandalous name, is going to be shared on the page, Chef Arne, soon enough also.
Yeah.
When some more content is put on it. I've shared it here in private.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to some more collaborations, and maybe locally in Ngong, there's some other institutions which we could possibly do either attachments at, and so on. And while I'm away, I'm hoping to find some youth to keep a venture I've started here in Ngong to keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for preparing for us this nice food. I can already smell it's delicious. I'm going to eat it to taste whether you are.
Please go ahead and enjoy so muchly.
Sit in a spoon. Hello?
My name is Raila Diambo, the lecturer of Embu Catering College. And today we had a chef who came to share with the students about some local dishes that he has prepared. We have prepared dirty rice, curry goat, and coleslaw. So we had Chef Shadrach doing that. And also we as Embu Catering College, we are located at Ngong Business Center. We are located at Ngong Business Center behind Karatina, and we offer various courses. We have short courses, that is cookery course. We have pastry. We also offer housekeeping. We offer front office. We offer home care, and the fee is pocket friendly. So everyone at home, those who haven't joined the college, we invite you to come and join us. We are the fee is pocket friendly. And also we also offer long courses, which is hotel management, catering and accommodation. The fee is pocket friendly. And as you have seen, we have students that they have learned so much, and they were helping the chef Shadrach to prepare the dishes here. So all of you are all welcomed to Embu Catering College.
Welcome to Embu Catering College. I'm a student in Embu Catering College, pursuing a diploma in hotel management. We offer long courses and also short courses, and the fees is pocket friendly. I chose this school because it offers the best teaching skills, and also you get the freedom to interact with other different types of people. Yeah, you are all welcome to Embu Catering College. Intake is ongoing. Embu Catering College, the best place to be.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Linda from Embu Catering College. Here in Embu Catering College, we offer different courses like hotel management, food production, cookery, pastry, food and beverage, marketing, housekeeping, front office. We also offer computer lessons. We offer free computer lessons for those who are doing long courses. And also we have, the intake is still ongoing, and the fees for this college is friendly to your pocket. So parents out there, I will urge you to bring your student here, because we love students. We give them, tunawapatia career yenye itawapeleka far. Even if hata kama bado hujamaliza, unaweza toka hapo nje na do something productive as you are still studying. Unaweza pata kulingana na zile nini zenye umepata. Ukitaka kutufikia kwa website yetu ni www.embucateringcollege.co.ke. Our contact is 0718 03 94 55. Come one, come two, tell a friend to tell a friend. You are welcome.